Not everything caught on camera has a logical explanation. Chilling moments, ghostly figures, eerie forces, more than just shadows.
What now?
Are you ready to see what shouldn't exist? Midday, in the heart of a busy city, chaos broke out when a woman appeared out of nowhere, staggering down the street with an unnatural gait. Her skin was pale, posture twisted, and her voice was terrifying. She kept shouting not to take her to the hospital. Police tried stopping her, but even they seemed unnerved. She fought them off like someone possessed. The footage went viral. Paranormal forums speculated possession, while others feared something even darker. The authorities stepped in, and she was transported to a place far from public sight. Her fate? Still unknown.
I don't want to go to the hospital!
The woman. A woman driving alone saw another woman standing by the roadside, wearing ragged clothes and twitching strangely. She slowed down, thinking it was someone in need. But suddenly, the woman lunged at her. Her eyes bulged unnaturally, her expression twisted into something not human, and then the camera went off. No one's heard from the driver since that day. Siberian Reflection. In February 2025, a bizarre CCTV clip surfaced from Siberia. A man walked past a parked car. Everything seemed normal, until the car's lights flickered as if someone touched it. But no one did, or at least, no one was visible. As the man passed, a hunchbacked shadow crept behind the vehicle, moving with unsettling precision. Online skeptics blamed infrared anomalies, but how do you explain the synchronized flickering lights, triggered only when someone gets too close? It wasn't a glitch. It was something hiding in the dark and watching. Birthday haunting.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
A group of Japanese friends threw a birthday party, recording everything. But when the candles dimmed and the lights went out, something uninvited showed up. A massive, pale humanoid face flashed into view, just inches from the birthday girl. No one noticed it in real time. It was only after uploading the video that people freaked out. Who or what was that face? Was it hiding in the dark all along? A glitch? A ghost? One thing was clear. That birthday surprise came with more than just cake and candles. Shadow visitor.
We've been dating for 2 years, but we've known each other forever.
This woman was filming herself in the living room. Something silently moved behind her, a shadow gliding across the frame. She paused, startled, and rushed to check. No one. Her partner was equally confused. The internet went wild, with viewers pointing out the figure's unnatural movement. Paranormal enthusiasts believe it was a spirit passing through, or worse, one that had been attached to the house all along. Could it be that some memories refuse to fade? What are your thoughts on this?
You didn't just see something come in here?
Headless Pursuingr.
Yeah.
Late at night in Italy, two girls found themselves stranded on a dark, empty road. As they walked, filming for safety, one froze mid-step. There was a tall figure ahead, but it had no head. Before they could react, the figure bolted toward them. They screamed and ran. When they dared to look back, it had vanished. The road was empty again. The video stopped there, sparking endless debates online. A stalker? Or something not human at all? Some say it was the same figure spotted in other towns, a headless entity that only appears when you're truly alone. Haunted building.
Las boobies.
Late one night, a group of surgeons took a break near an empty wing of the hospital. As they chatted, a dark shadow silently passed behind them.
No mames.
One of them noticed and rushed out to check, but the hallway was completely empty. Suddenly, a steel trolley rolled forward on its own. Terrified, the surgeons ran without looking back. From that day on, the building was declared haunted and locked forever. Now no one visits that place.
Vete a la verga.
Backseat Stranger. Two friends took a late-night drive down an abandoned road just for the thrill, but what they caught on camera ended up being the last trace of them. A man stood still by the roadside, pointing directly at them. Creepy, but not enough to stop. They sped past, laughing nervously, until the camera spun, and the same man was now seated silently in the back seat. One screamed. The car stopped, but no one was there anymore. The video ends abruptly. Neither of them were seen again. No calls, no bodies, just one phone found in an empty vehicle, and this footage. Shadow Watchers. A guy was just filming himself near some old building when something moved behind him. Then, out of the blue, a tall, black, shadowy figure creeps by, and there's another one deeper in the woods. You can hear him reacting, but he totally misses what's going on behind him. Paranormal experts later checked it out and thought it might be some kind of leftover energy or spirits hanging around in a weird space. Even now, no one's really managed to prove it was staged. If you're thinking it could have been staged, watch it again. Some things just fly under the radar. Nightmarish encounter.
Oh my god! What are you doing?
While driving home late at night, a man slowed down when a strange woman approached his car. She looked like a nun, holding what appeared to be a baby or a doll. Her face was pale, and her voice was guttural and unrecognizable. She screamed something no one could make out and lunged toward the vehicle. The man panicked, slammed the gear in reverse, and sped away. The dashcam footage caught everything. Viewers couldn't explain it. Some claimed it was a witch in disguise. Others believed it was a spirit mourning her child. But one thing was certain. She wasn't just lost.
What the hell?
Room visitor.
Hey, me.
A faint whisper came from a little girl's room in the middle of the night. The father grabbed his phone and quietly stepped in. His daughter was sitting perfectly still, facing the wall, talking to someone. Suddenly, a pale figure peeked from behind her, just for a second. Not a reflection, not a shadow. When he rushed in, it vanished. His daughter didn't scream. She just stared like nothing happened. The video spread fast, with people speculating everything from possession to invisible beings. But the worst part? She didn't remember any of it. Parking possession. A man returned to his parked SUV late at night and saw something that turned his stomach. A woman sat inside, staring into nothing, slowly playing with fire in her hand. He started filming, unsure what he was witnessing, but when he got closer, she disappeared. Instantly, like smoke, And just seconds after, the lot lights cut out completely. The footage ended there. Viewers debated everything from satanic rituals to hallucinations. But most agree, she was anything but a human.
A ver, güey. Ah, no mames, güey.
Haunted aircraft. Francisco Hernandez was working his usual night shift as a guard at the airport when he noticed something felt off. He heard a weird sound coming from a parked plane, metal creaking, and some sort of movement. He checked inside each room but found nothing. Suddenly, the air got cold and thick. Then he saw it, a quick, shadowy figure just watching him. By the time he tried to react, it was gone. Francisco left the plane and never went back to his post. He quit the next day. When the footage went viral, people started arguing. Was it a ghost, an intruder, or just his imagination? Francisco wasn't saying a word about what he saw ever again.
No mames.
Cemetery stare. Somewhere in India, a group of men walking past a cemetery spotted something they still can't explain. A lone figure, standing perfectly still between the graves, watched them. They didn't dare get closer, but captured it on video. Netizens guessed it was just a lost girl, but something felt off. Its shape, its silence, its complete stillness, even from a distance. It didn't feel human, just presence is heavy and cold. After a minute, they left. But the clip kept circulating, and people who watched it said the same thing. Whatever that was, it wasn't just lost. The shapeshifter. Late at night, a man working in his garage noticed his dog acting strange, growling at the shadows. He checked the security feed and spotted a creature trying to enter. As he approached, it stepped back, then shifted from a hunched beast into a tall, humanoid figure. And then, disturbingly, it shrank into a childlike shape. The man and his partner stood frozen. Whatever it was, it seemed intelligent, and it was watching them. Due to darkness, the footage is blurry, but one thing's clear. What showed up that night wasn't just an animal, it was something else. Feast ritual. No one knows where the video came from, only that it wasn't supposed to be seen. It shows a candlelit hall, figures in black robes standing silently around a long table. In the center, a towering statue of Lucifer. The table was filled with strange items, arranged like offerings. Online theories exploded. Secret societies? Cult rituals? Some swear they recognized symbols from historical satanic sects. The uploader vanished after posting it. Whatever this was, it was never meant for us to see. Swing spectre. At the school playground, a student noticed something weird. Two seesaws, one was still, except the other one. That one rocked back and forth like someone was riding it, alone, in daylight. The other, not even a twitch. He recorded it, thinking maybe it was wind. But how could the air move one and not the other? That's what broke the logic. The footage spread quickly. Some called it a hoax, others said it was just airflow. But the real question still stands. Who or what was on that swing? Because the video shows no tricks, just movement, and something that shouldn't be there. Hallway drag. This man was walking casually down a hallway when something invisible yanked him off his feet. The CCTV footage shows it clearly. A shadow-like form appeared, grabbed his leg, and violently dragged him across the floor like a rag doll. It was fast, terrifying, and just as quickly, it disappeared. He scrambled up and ran away. The video sparked theories. poltergeist, demonic entity, even hallucination. But it's hard to stage fear like that, and harder to explain what pulled him. Now the hallway's just part of urban legend, and people avoid that wing after sundown. The gargoyle. During a routine swim competition, a girl in the audience noticed something weird and caught it on video. At first glance, she thought it was a stray cat near the pool, but this wasn't a cat. It wore clothes and had a weird, goblin-like face. She claimed it looked like a duende, a small mythical creature. No one else around seemed to notice it. The footage blew up online, sparking debate. CGI, costume, or a real-life sighting of something not meant to be seen in daylight? Tree watcher. In the middle of a lively fair in Portugal, someone caught a moment that nobody could figure out. There was this tall figure standing on the very top of a skinny tree. It wasn't clinging on or swaying at all, just standing there like the branches were solid ground. Its posture seemed way too relaxed and calm. Fairgoers were pointing, recording, and arguing about it. Some thought it was just a daredevil with a dare wish, but others noticed how it balanced so unnaturally, totally still, and it never even glanced down. Many figured it wasn't human at all, more like something that just had a human shape, watching, waiting. Gravewalker sighting. Some places don't welcome visitors after dark, especially graveyards. One man learned this the hard way when he went into a cemetery alone. The moment he stepped in, a small girl in white slowly passed by. Not running, not playing, just walking. He bolted after her, but when he turned the corner, there was no one. The video ends there. Locals later claimed the man was found unconscious near the site the next morning. He couldn't explain anything. The footage was uploaded months later by someone else. No edits, no jumps, just a glimpse into something that didn't belong there. Tree crawler. Deep in the woods one night, a group of wildlife explorers heard something off. One of them, armed with a camera, went to investigate and captured this. Clinging to a tree was a creature, long limbs, human-like hands, and a face that was almost human. But not quite. It stayed eerily still, watching. The man backed off, but not before catching a clear glimpse. The internet debated everything from cryptids to shapeshifters, but no one till date is able to identify it. Grave visitor. CCTV footage from a cemetery captured something most cameras aren't meant to see. A ghostly figure appeared, sitting silently near a grave, as if mourning. But when it leaned forward and touched the grave, it vanished. The clip sent the internet into a frenzy. Some said it was the soul of the person buried there. Others claimed it was a loved one returning from beyond. Either way, the moment was pure silence, captured in pixels, one that feels more like a goodbye than a haunting. The Well. In 2024, a paranormal crew set up cameras in a notoriously haunted building. One of those cameras recorded something that still makes viewers shudder. Just past midnight, a terrifying woman-like figure began crawling out of an old well, moving like it had been waiting to emerge. Even worse, another unidentified creature was spotted looming on the rooftop. Not long after, the entire investigative team went missing. Months later, authorities uncovered this chilling footage. No traces of the team, just this one clip, one night, two entities, and zero explanations. Glitching woman. A CCTV operator in China spotted something that sent shivers down his spine. A woman was walking alone down the street, but something was wrong. Her body kept flickering. Her head vanished and reappeared like a broken video loop. At first, people blamed the camera glitching, but everything else in the footage was fine. Only she was flickering. Theories started flooding in. Some said she was a spirit, others believed she was a reptilian shapeshifter in disguise. Either way, no one ever identified her. The ritual. A group of friends thought it'd be fun to dabble in ancient rituals, candles, symbols, and summoning, all inside an abandoned building. But what started as a dare quickly turned dark. While filming, one of them panned the camera and caught a horrifying face watching them from the window. It disappeared the moment they noticed it. They rushed to the spot, but nothing was there. Locals later warned them this wasn't a prank or coincidence. The ritual worked. Something answered. And next time, they might not walk away with just a scare. The vendor. Captured recently in China, this video stunned even the most skeptical viewers. A street vendor was prepping food when a girl stepped up to order. Seemed normal. Until another customer, filming casually, captured a terrifying transformation. The girl's face was distorted. Her eyes turned white. Her mouth widened unnaturally. It only lasted a moment, but it was caught on camera. Netizens were quick to label her as Kuchisake Onna, the infamous slit-mouthed woman from Japanese urban legends. What happened that night was not a filter, and not something easily forgotten. Running legs. This strange footage from Colombia left viewers baffled. A family was filming their rabbit playing with a child in a sunny field. Everything felt peaceful. Until something sprinted behind them. It wasn't a person, only the legs were visible. No upper body, no head, just fast-moving limbs darting by. It looked terrified, like it was being hunted. The clip spread fast, with no logical answer in sight. Don't know what it was, but it shouldn't exist. Yet somehow, it did. Shadow lurker. A quiet playground, a woman scrolling through her phone. Nothing strange, right? Until the camera pans back, and suddenly there's a shadow standing next to her. No one was around. No footsteps. No explanation. The shadow didn't belong to her, nor to anyone in the shot. It just stood there, like it had a purpose. Some say it looked like a predator waiting for its moment. Others believe it was a spirit caught in the open. But one question still chills the spine. Was it already there before she sat down? Or did she bring it with her? Bench spirit. In a peaceful park in Portugal, everything seemed calm. A man filmed a quiet bench, nothing unusual. But upon re-watching, viewers noticed something spine-chilling. A human-shaped shadow cast perfectly on the wall behind the bench. But no one was sitting there. The shadow moved slightly, just enough to raise doubts. Locals claimed the park had history. Stories of an unseen presence that returns to the same spot night after night. Maybe this wasn't a coincidence. Maybe the bench wasn't really empty. Game watcher. A young boy was immersed in a VR game, lost in another world. But in this world, something was watching. A home camera caught a chilling moment. Behind the boy, a small, shadowy figure appeared. It didn't move. It just stood there, head tilted like it was observing the gameplay. The boy had no idea, fully locked into his headset. When the clip was posted, viewers were horrified. The figure wasn't a reflection. It was too defined. Too real. Some said it was a curious spirit, or something drawn by the energy of the game itself. Smoking tree. Deep in a snowy forest, a man noticed something impossible. A single tree, gently smoking. No fire, no smell, just steady wisps rising into the frozen air. He got closer, expecting to find a hidden ember or burnt core. Nothing. The tree stood cold and untouched. Some viewers speculated underground bunkers or geothermal vents. Others swore it was the sign of a supernatural gate, something leaking from another realm. The smoke never stopped. It just kept rising. To this day, no one knows why that one tree smoked while all others stood still. Maybe something beneath wanted to be found. Or maybe not. Field creeper. A farmer had enough of strange nights. Cows startled, tools moved, eerie sounds by moonlight. He installed a camera, expecting a thief. What he captured was much worse. A small, thin humanoid sprinting through the field, too fast and awkward to be human. Its limbs looked wrong. The video went viral instantly. Some say it was a goblin. Others whisper of government experiments gone rogue. One thing's clear. Whatever that thing was, the animals sensed it long before the camera caught it. The farmer now refuses to stay outside after dark. Open discussion. In a CCTV camera, a tall figure rushed by, moving like it was in a real hurry. As an old woman came close from the other side, the figure suddenly darted left, right into a metal fence. But here's the kicker. It didn't stop. It just glided through the solid barrier like it was nothing. The old woman, stunned, tried to follow the same path, only to be blocked by cold steel. What exactly passed her that day, it's still unknown, and I think we may never know. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.